I am Danica Avila from BA2A. Please help me welcome to a gorgeous, beautiful, and handsome co-reporters, Mr. Anor Eliazar, Marian Antiquando, and Rodelinda Collier. So today we're going to discuss about the Copernicus theory. So who is Copernicus? So Nicholas Copernicus was a Renaissance polymath, active as a mathematician, astronomer, and Catholic canon, who formulated a model of the universe that placed the sun rather than Earth at its center. So Nicholas Copernicus was a Polish astronomer who also known as the father of modern astronomy. He was the first modern European scientist to propose that Earth and other planets revolve around the sun, or the heliocentric theory of the universe. So Nicholas Copernicus was born on February 19, 1473 in Torun, a city in north-central Poland on the Vistula River. So Copernicus was born into a family of well-to-do merchants, and after his father's death, his uncle, soon to be a bishop, took the boy under his wing. So Nicholas was given the best education of the day and bred for a career in canon. So, so when did Nicholas died? So Nicholas died on May 24, 1543, because of his he died because of stroke. So on that time, Nicholas Copernicus was 70 years of age. So he was buried into Frombork Cathedral in Poland, but in an unmarked grave remains thought to be his were discovered in 2005. So the next is when the Copernican theory started. So in 1543, the year of his death, Nicholas Copernicus started his eponymous revolution with the publication of one of his published books, which is the De Revolutionibus Orbium Coelestium, on the revolution of the Celestial spheres. So Copernicus' model for the solar system is heliocentric, with the planet circling the sun rather than Earth. So perhaps the most elegant piece of the Copernican model is its natural experiment of the changing apparent motion of the planet. So the retrograde motion of planets such as Mars is merely an illusion caused by the Earth overtaking Mars as the boat orbit the sun. So the next reporters is Rodalinda Collier.
Good day, everyone. So my topic is Copernican heliocentrism. So what is Copernican heliocentrism? It is a cosmological model in which the sun is assumed to lie at or near a central point, while the Earth and other bodies revolve around it. So this theory, Copernican heliocentrism, is named after Nicholas Copernicus. So unsa man di ay ning heliocentric, from the Greek word helios, which means sun, and centricus, which means pertaining to a center. So from this, we can already predict or assume what is the theory all about. It is about the sun being the center of everything, and that is how Copernicus believed. He developed a plausible heliocentric theory in about 1512. But he circulated it privately and secretly because he was afraid of the possible reaction against him. Why do you think is that? It is because the Roman Catholic Church is vigorously opposed to heliocentric theory, and whoever believes in it will be persecuted. And also, it opposes the geocentric theory, for in geocentric, the Earth was the center of the universe and was motionless. For they believe that Earth has more mass or weight compared to Moon and Sun, which they describe airy and fiery. Also, it moves in complicated patterns around Earth in which parang Copernicus kay sayop. So iyahang Naghimo siya og iyahang perception og unsa gyud ang formation sa universe and made his own observations with his naked eyes through observing the movements of the moon and the stars. So, from his observations, Copernicus concluded that every planet, including Earth, revolve around the Sun. He also determined that the Earth rotates in its axis daily, which is mao ang atong nahibawan or common knowledge na nato. So, out from this illustration by Copernicus, we can see that Sol is the center of everything, or the Sun, and the planets are ordered from Mercury to Venus, Earth, and etc. This theory is written in his book entitled The Revolutionibus Orbium Caelestium, or in English, On the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres. Next is the thought experiments. In his book, he ordered the planets and opposed the view that the universe is centered on Sol, our sun, versus Terra, our earth, which is commonly believed to be the center of the universe. So what are these planets that he ordered? These are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and the fixed stars. So what is a fixed star? A fixed star is so distant that its motion can be measured only by very precise observations over long periods. So Nicholas Copernicus came up with these thought experiments through exploring possibilities and how he pondered those scenarios from his observations with the purpose of encouraging speculation, logical thinking, and to change paradigms. For in heliocentrism, it is much simpler, for it has uniform circular motions in which the Earth and all the planets rotate around the Sun, and the Earth acquired a daily rotation. Copernicus certainly believed that this was the true system of the physical universe.
What is paradigm shift? Copernican revolution shift in the field of astronomy from a geocentric understanding of the universe to a heliocentric understanding. The Copernican revolution is known as the astronomy paradigm shift from the view that the sun revolves around the stationary center of the universe to the heliocentric model with the sun at the center of the universe. So the Copernican revolution, also known as a paradigm shift, kay ang sun ang center of the universe and all the planets are evolving around the universe. So there was a big changes sa belief sa mga tao sa gituuhan nila sa una. Because ang gituuhan nila sa una kay ang Earth ang center of the universe. But instead of the Earth, it was changed by the sun as being the center of the universe and all the planets are evolving around it. What was the impact of Copernicus' theory? The Copernican model helped people to look at the universe from the new point of view. We may consider ourselves to be just a part of the universe, which can exist without us just as well, rather than to think that we are the very essential and the most important part of the universe. So the Copernicus theory helped us to look or see that the center of the universe was the sun, and all the planets are evolving around it. We considered ourselves as a part of the universe because we exist in this world, or universe rather. So each one of us exists in this world, is a part of the universe because we are very essential and the vital part of the universe. Although the idea of Copernicus was rejected at first by the public because religious belief had thought that the earth was created before all the things. So before, against ang church sa theory ni Nicholas Copernicus because ang gituuhan sa church sa una kay ang earth is the beginning of everything. So naay contradiction between the church and the claims of the theory of Nicholas Copernicus. Maong rejected sa public iyang theory sa una. So the public considered Nicholas Copernicus as erotic. So when we say erotic, it means that a person who differs an opinion from Istanbul's religious dogma or refuses to knowledge or accept revealed of truth. So Copernicus was the first one that against the belief that the earth was the center of everything. So si Copernicus ang usa sa against jud sa nga ang center of the universe is the earth because ang iyang gituuhan is ang sun jud ang center of the universe. In the end of the theory of Nicholas Copernicus, it was accepted by the public and also by the scientists because they found out through investigation nga they have the same idea that can support the idea of Copernicus. Nga, the center of the universe is the sun and all the planets are evolving around it. So, at the end of the theory of Nicholas Copernicus is accepted na siya public and also by the people and the scientists also because they found out nga they have the same idea na makasupport sa idea ni Nicholas Copernicus nga ang center of the universe is the sun and all the planets are evolving around it.
How Copernican theory received. Over a century, the Copernican theory received legally to the science field. So when you say century, there is a equivalent to 10 decades. So in a decade, there is a 10 years. So 10 times 10 is equal to 100. Therefore, in a century, there are 100 or 100 calendar years. So imagine before the Copernican theory received um, almost 100 years being received in a science field. So that's a lot of years. So grabe kalayo sa gap. So many ancient and medieval cultures believe the stars and the planets rotated around the Earth or on a fixed Earth. So meaning they believe that the center of the universe is the Earth. So they call it a geocentric theory. So the evolution of an idea of Copernican theory is what Nicholas Copernicus' statement: "We revolve around the sun like any other planet." So Nicholas Copernicus is the founder, or he is the author of this idea of Copernican or heliocentric theory. So meaning, um, lahi ni siya sa geocentric theory because when you say geocentric theory, kabalikon, ang center sa universe is the Earth, and then the sun, then the other planet, the stars, rotate or evolve or evolving around the Earth. But however, the heliocentric theory, they believe that the sun is the center, okay, and the other planets like Jupiter, Saturn, and the Earth revolving around the sun. So before we focus to heliocentric theory, we must know, okay, the theory of Aristotle, which is the geocentric theory. So he believed that the center of the universe is Earth, so that is why they called it geocentric theory. But in the year of 1500s, okay, Nicholas Copernicus had this book, and he wrote it. Okay, he invented it. He wrote it regarding to this theory we have right now. So, in the year of 1500, okay, so I mean 1515, there was a Polish priest named Nicholas Copernicus. So, Nicholas Copernicus is he studied um what they call this pagkapari, okay? So, after he studied a seminary, um he you know, like nagunahuna siya kung unsa gyud ang kanang sakto or unsa gyud ang tunga sa universe because there is a study nga nag-study siya nga tungod lang sa usa ka star or sa mga planets or sa mga moons nga sa moon sa Jupiter nga nagtuyok ra gid siya. So nagpasabot ko no na nga ang Earth is nagtuyok o dili siya steady. When you say fix, wala siya naglihok. So nagpundo ra gid siya. But um, through his studies, he come up with the idea of the Earth is not stagnant or dili siya steady, but it is evolving around the sun together with the moon, and it is nagsubay siya sa orbit. Okay, nagsubay siya sa orbit. But however, daghang mga kalisod before niya gi-publish ang usa ka book. Okay, so Nicholas Copernicus encountered difficulties in publishing this book because his idea is contradicting the beliefs of the church, which is church disagree sa mga churches sa iyang theory because geocentric theory become a doctrine to them, and then they teach this theory to the other platforms or other, I think, other society or other organizations. That is why nga pag human og himo ni Nicholas Copernicus sa iyang book about the heliocentric, he is afraid of criticism. So kaya nga naman daghang good ang nangamatay sa tungod lang ani nga they believe of the idea of Nicholas Copernicus. Mao na nga over a century good, so century gyud siya before siya ni publish. So mao na kay tungod kay ang mga churches man good is grabe sila ka lig-on. Okay, nagtuog sila sa idea of geocentric theory. So one of the example ani kay nga namatay tungod lang sa pag-stand or tungod lang sa pagtuo ug sa pagtudlo sa heliocentric theory is Giordano Bruno. Okay, he was burned at stake for teaching, among other heretical ideas, Copernicus' heliocentric view of the universe. So mao ni siya ang namatay o gisunog siya kay tungod kay sa pagtudlo lang sa idea ni Copernicus theory. So imagine grabe kalisod ang ilang ang kinabuhi nila just for the sake of the idea of heliocentric theory para ila lang ipaglaban kung unsa ginasakto. Grabe no. So mo nga kung unsa sakto ipaglaban ginato eh. Di na siya hugot. That's the reality. Okay. So next is giunsa man pagdawat sa in the science field ang theory. Okay? Thanks to Galileo Galilei nga he pointed this telescope in the night sky in 1600. So in the 1600 Galileo Galilei nakadiscover siya sa um, sa planet of Jupiter nga ang planet ang sun kuno or ang moon di I mean moon nga nag-rotate akong nag-ikon kanina nga nag-rotate ra sa around the planet of Jupiter. So mao na yang idea. So mao na siya nga kung unsa man kuno ang tuo ni Nicholas Copernicus is mao gyud ang sakto. So mao to nga in the year of 1610, okay, mo na siya mo na yung mga year. Diri nagsugod ang heliocentric theory. Og madaghan mga scientists can improve about the heliocentric theory, about the sun is the center of all the planet. So our sun is the center of the universe. So other is just revolving around the sun. So mao na kasi nga Grabe no, grabe ka ikaw ba nga, grabe no, 100 years pamuan before siya na-publish. So, thanks to Nicholas Copernicus nga bisan pa man sa mga threats nga patyon ang mga tao nga kuan, thanks also sa mga followers niya nga nag kuan gyud ba stand firm gyapon sa this idea. So, ayun naman kay kung wala pa sila ning fight, uh, siguro ang ato ang gitudlo karon or ang ato ang namat-an jud karon is the geocentric theory yun. Okay? So, mao na siya nga it is important nga makibaw kita kung unsa ginang usay tinuod. So let's proceed to the book that he published. So first is the Revolutionibus Urbium Collistium, or the on the revolution of the heavenly spheres in 1532. So mao nga book nga iyang gi-wrote, okay, sa in the year of 1532. He finished it before his death, okay. So mao na nga, but pag human niya buhat ani nga book is wala niya gi-publish dayon directly sa public, but iya nagihatag sa usa ka I think usa ka dako-dako nga priest, but unfortunately, wala gyud nila gidawat ang idea of a geocentric, heliocentric theory. So, kung makangutana ka nganong Copernicus theory man kay come up gikuha man nila ni Nicholas Copernicus. So mo na gitawag karon nga Copernican theory kay siya man ang founder, okay, siya man ang author ani nga theory na nag-propose ni ani nga idea about heliocentric. So helio means sun, okay? And then three three treatises of Copernican theory. So, and then also the Tracti de la Prime, Reinventions dis Monones. So these books are being published to the to the public para nato nga ingon ta ba nga makasubay ta kung asa gyud gikan ang kaning theory, or unsa gyud ang saktong theory. So now there are many scientists believe about the Copernican theory kay bisan karon nga modern na kayo ang mga gamit. So mo na nga daghang gid kayo nga maka-prove nga ang center of the universe is the sun. So that's all. Thank you.